Guys, we all know that getting gold is probably the most annoying and frustrating part if you're playing a lot of Build-A-Boat, especially, I mean, if you're a late game player and, I mean, you're literally spending like hundreds of hours a day in this game every month. I mean, getting gold gets so much more tedious the longer you play the game. But guys, today, I am going to be presenting you with something that's going to mean that you don't ever have to do this crap again, at least while you're playing the game. Guys, there's been plenty of these made in the past, guys, but today, we are back with an AFK grinder, guys. I mean, these things have been fixed so many times, it's actually insane. But nonetheless, we are here today with yet another one made by Stooping, and it's also been discovered how to do this all by Stooping, guys. The other day, I actually made a video together with Jessetc. If you haven't seen that yet, you should definitely go check it out, where we actually used the same glitch to pretty much make all of the water move backwards back to the white team. It was a ton of fun. But guys, as you guys can see right here, I am not doing anything. I mean, I'm not touching I'm trying to keep my hands in the air so that way you can see I am not doing anything, guys. We are AFK grinding right now without even touching our keyboard. Guys, if you're wondering and thinking that this is extremely broken, keep in mind that this is for mostly late game players, and I will actually show you how you can do this all yourself, because it's honestly not even that complicated. Like, the way to set it up, the actual trickery mechanic are actually pretty reasonable, at least not as complicated as they used to be. So guys, I actually want to give a massive shout out to Stooping, of course, for letting me check this out. I mean, there's a link going to be to his channel down there in the description if you don't know. If you're not already subscribed to him, I mean, there's probably going to be an even more detailed tutorial on how to do this on his channel. So if you at the end of this video still do not fully understand, go check that out. So guys, this thing actually doesn't even use, you know the glitch that we've been done in the past, guys. If you don't know, guys, with pistons, we have actually been setting up getting things to the end again. But guys, this doesn't even use that, guys. This one is literally even more clever and even more smart than those. And it's honestly crazy that this is even possible within Build-A-Boat, I think. I mean, honestly, it's crazy. Guys, as you guys can see, I mean, Snoop in this case made this pretty tube. Snoop, thing broke! Snoop! It broke! Guys, I think Dino Dude did it. Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. I'm gonna jump. Oh, if you jump, you can still make. I think that's a very occasional. I think that doesn't really usually happen. I think we've just been very unlucky. And it might be the fact that we're going through this with 6 people, which you're not really supposed to be doing. But hey, it's entertainment, am I right? I want my gold. All right, guys, we're doing surgery on a grape real quick. We'll be right back, okay? Intermittent transition. All right, guys, we got everything set up again, and as you guys can see right here, pretty much we had a little bit of a mess up because we were going through it with 6 people, but we thought it would be fun to actually try this whole thing out with going through it with a boat. Because apparently that should actually work, and it should actually be pretty insane, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. The boys, I loaded in my finest boat. Everyone come to my team. Everyone come to my team. Yeah, everyone can join. All right, I think there's chairs for me and the boys. So I'm pretty sure we should only have to really fly into this thing to get it all started, and I'm pretty sure that once we get to the end, everything should go pretty crazy. All right, I think we're ready to rock. Let's go. All right, so all I have to do is now I have to precisely fly into the actual tube, and if we're lucky, we won't break it like we did before, because I mean, we are going through it with 6 people all at once, which is pretty stupid. But if I have good aim, hey. So guys, you might think to yourself, Jesse, how is this any different than going through the water like normal? And I am kind of thinking about that as well. Dude,
it's faster.
This is faster. This is actually kind of cool. Dude, it's not even breaking. This is sick. We are avoiding the rock. Dude, this is actually so sick, boys. And can I just say that actually, if you want to build this thing yourself, guys, because I'm going to do a brief explanation on how to do this. If you want to build this yourself, it actually is not even that crazy expensive or like that crazy, incredibly complicated, glitchy, and all that to build. So, I mean, definitely, boys, if you want to know how to do this, I mean, I highly recommend watching the video. So we're about to get to the end right now. This is going to get interesting.
Funny is that,
oh my god!
Oh my god! How did we get through?
We got teleported.
It's because of
Finn was sitting at the front, so he got teleported, and they brought us with him. Damn.
What's funny about him is that he's like one of those statues.
Oh my god!
That are in the pirate ships. You know how there's like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's like the beautiful lady in the front.
Yeah.
You hear that, Finn? You are the beautiful lady in the front. Dude, you know what? We should go through this thing with, like, my craziest build. That could be kind of fun. We should go through this with my AFK grinder. No, kidding. What about a giant creeper? I have no guarantees that this thing won't blow up, guys, but,
Oh, this is cool.
So, guys, there's a very good chance that this thing will actually explode, since it's entirely made up from, TNT and, dynamite. But, hey. Oh, my God. Someone just touched the creeper. Okay, we might have to reload. Guys, okay. Do not touch the creeper. Touching the creeper is enough to make it go kaboom.
Oh my god.
Look at the little tiny creeper that just gets completely ruined by the big one.
It's a baby creeper.
All right, guys, I think we're ready to go. I think we actually have to ready up the water for this one. So, guys, everyone ready up. Let's go into the AFK grinder with a gigantic creeper filled entirely with TNT. I do not see what could possibly go wrong.
Yeah, totally safe.
Well,
no.
what could go wrong is that the entire AFK farm explodes. What is happening?
I
Bro?
think I know why it happened. Because I'm in your team and like you launched, it also launched other thing that I had in the other team.
Oh, that's
Get what I mean?
bad. Oh, this takes a long time to set up. Why is there one of these? Who decided it was a good idea to anchor us to the water? Like, I mean, let's at least get the thing to blow up, right? Like, I mean, we're here now.
Sure.
We got a giant creeper. Might as well let him go kaboom. You know what I mean? So, just in honor of the actual AFK farm that is now in the wild abyss, I am so sorry, guys. Oh my god. All right, guys, I think with that, it's about time for us to explain to you guys how you could actually build yourself one of these AFK farms. Let's hop into it, boys.
Oh, bossy boss.
All right, guys, so let's actually get on how you are going to be able to build yourself one of these things. And guys, make sure, I actually highly recommend watching this, even if you're not planning to build one of these things, because guys, this actually has a lot of extremely valuable little tricks and little glitches and things like that in there that can just generally be like really fun in day-to-day gameplay. So I actually really highly recommend watching this tutorial. Okay, it's actually pretty entertaining and very useful. So guys, what we're actually going to start off with doing is actually setting up the little bit of like the, what do you call it, the chamber that will pretty much capture the players, guys. As you can see right here, this is where the spawns are. And guys, as soon as the player spawns in, we want to capture them and make sure they start moving. And we're going to do this with like a special platform. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to build this platform. It's pretty easy to build. So all we're going to do is we're going to build like that, one block up. Here, let's make sure you have merging level red. Also, make sure that you have anchor block on, because nowadays it really doesn't matter anymore. Guys, what we're going to do is right here is we're going to scale a part to make sure that it's about the same size as if you would go from those spawns right there to the dark green. We want to make sure that it's about that size. And then we also want to make sure that we actually, you know, go over every single one of the spawns, because if we don't, I mean, they're going to spawn in on one of them and it's just not going to work. So guys, I think this platform right here should be about the right size. I'm going to make it a little bit extra big just to be safe. And then we can delete those blocks right there. Then next up, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a little bit of a piston that is going to move this piece right here over the actual spawn. So guys, the way we're going to measure this out is actually quite simple. Guys, while we have anchor block turned off, guys, we're going to just keep placing pistons and we're going to extend these just to make sure that we actually have the right measurement. And the way we know we have the right measurement is to see if the pistons extend as far as the platform goes. So as you guys can see right here, if I extend these pistons right here, okay, that's too far. We actually want to go till around about there. So everything past that is useless. As you guys can see, guys, we're covering the whole platform now. Then guys, we're going to just pull everything back like this. And then we're going to just make sure that the platform is actually connected to the piston like so. Then next up, guys, what we actually want to do is we want to make sure that the player actually gets moved towards one spot. And then from there, we're going to teleport them onto the actual conveyor ramp. And the way we're going to do that is actually quite simple, guys. We're going to grab a part that has rotation 15 and we're going to place a slightly tilted part or slightly slanted part just like so. That's going to actually, you know, capture the player and move them all towards one place. And we're going to make this quite high, of course, to make sure that the player can't actually, you know, escape. And then just to make sure, we're actually going to build some walls just so that there's maybe slightly smaller chance of glitching out. So there you go, guys. Just a little bit of a small wall right here. And guys, the block that you're using right here doesn't actually have to be strong at all, because this is never going to even get close to being exposed to the actual elements of build mode. So feel free to just use like the weakest block you got. I'm using wood right here just to make sure that you guys understand, like, it doesn't have to be strong. But yeah, guys, you could use whatever block you want. Like, it really doesn't matter. But guys, once you have this bit set up right here, all we need to do next is actually set up a portal inside of here. So we're going to place a portal right here. And actually going to leave this just like, you know, simple and yellow, just like that. And that right there, guys, is the first little bit done. So guys, if we want to make sure that we've done everything right, guys, I'm just going to quickly save. So guys, if we wanted to test and make sure that everything is set up right, what I'm just going to do right here is connect this piece right here to the wall. Save again, actually. And then just, you know, select all and make sure that everything is unanchored. And then we can just see if we are properly covering every little spawn and making sure that everything is just set up right. Because otherwise, if it's not, we can just go in and tweak it now. But as you guys can see right there, every single spawn is covered and it seems like the portal is just in place right. So guys, with that, I think we are on. I think we are able to move on to the next step. Wait, Snoop told us to wait. This tree. Ooh, okay. That's actually a good little bit of info, guys, there. If you see something like that, there's a chance that you can actually get stuck on it. So actually, you would want to fix that. So it's actually a pretty easy fix to actually fix it in our case. So what we're actually going to do, guys, we're going to pull this all back onto the, you know, mainland. And guys, what we can then, what we can do, guys, is we can just set up something that's actually going to make sure that we won't even ever get to touch that tree. So I'm going to just place a block right here. That's going to be thick enough to actually cover that one tree. And we're going to just make sure that we don't even get close to touching it. So I think that right there should fix makes it. Let's just quickly make sure of it. Oh, now we got another tree. We made it too thick. So guys, let's see again. Nope, we got to make it slightly thinner. So guys, you got to just make sure that you get all of this stuff just right. Otherwise, it could mess you up once you're AFK farming. But, wait, a little bit less thick. A little bit thicker. Oh my God. How many times do I have to do this? Yeah, there you go, guys. As you guys can see right there, there's now no more choke points on the actual track. So that way, we know that we're all good. So guys, I'm going to bring it all back and I'm going to make sure everything is anchored off again. And now I'm just going to save it all once again. And there should be no issues with that. So guys, for the next bit, we're actually going to start working on the actual AFK farm itself. This is going to be getting kind of crazy, but also a lot of fun. So guys, I'm pretty excited about this all. Let's go. Guys, what we want to do first off, we probably want to build a little bit of a ways above the ground, just like this. Oh, and build an anchor block, because otherwise you're going to have that happen to you. Just so that way we're in no way interfering with this bit over here, right? So yeah, I'm going to just use that platform right there as a little bit of a floor, just to make sure that, you know, we're building above the actual other thing. So guys, what we are currently going to make is actually going to be the first segment of the farm. So guys, once we were going through the actual stages and doing all of the fun stuff earlier with Snoop's AFK grind, as you probably saw, there were a bunch of different loops happening like under the map. There was all kinds of crazy stuff going on, and I'm going to explain how to do it all right here. So guys, we're going to place a block right here, and we're going to make sure that this is kind of like a good length and a good width. And guys, in this case, you want to use a block that you have a large amount of, and is also the strongest block that you have. So guys, there's a certain amount of blocks that you need to be able to do this. And also guys, another thing that I should point out is that this is a hard top tier level farm to build. So guys, you're going to need a couple materials to do this. All right, so guys, the way we're going to do this is we're actually first going to start off and we're going to build, as you can see, this is 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, guys. We're going to make this thing 5 blocks tall, and we're going to have to repeat this 10 times, guys. We're going to make another slither right here, and then we're going to make this 5 blocks large again. 2, 3, 4, 5. And guys, to make it a little bit easier to see, we're going to paint some of them. And guys, we want to have a total of 10 of these little strips. So far, so easy. So guys, as you guys can see right here, I have 10 total strips. And guys, if you have extra blocks left over, I highly recommend making this a little bit thicker. So guys, as you can see, I mean, I have a bunch of blocks left over. So I can actually just decide to make this all right here a little bit thicker, just because that's going to mean that, you know, we're going to have a little bit of extra free strength to our farm, but it's not totally necessary. Boom. There you go. Then guys, next up, we are actually going to start setting up the loops that go under the actual world to make sure that everything stays nicely put together. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to add these things in, and we're going to make sure that we're actually working in the absolute center of the build. It's very easy to find that. If you, highlight it with your skill tool, and you can just see right there, there's the thing. So we're going to go all the way down to the bottom of the block right there. So guys, what we're going to do next up is we're actually going to make sure that this part is 75 blocks out, guys. I counted this off camera because otherwise I'd be counting for 10 years. But yeah, guys, 75 blocks out. We're going to go like that. The next up, we're going to place another block. And guys, we're going to go scale this part up. And we want to do the same thing. Guys, then we're actually going to add in the same thing all the way up there. As you guys can see right there, I just did the same thing. It's all the way in the middle. It's all the way at the top of the block this time. And then, guys, what we want to make sure is that the actual tube down there, that is actually the length, is going to be right here. And we're going to make sure that it's right at the end like that. And that, guys, should be one segment completed. Actually, guys, before we start duping anything, guys, something I want to mention is that you should also add in walls, so that way you don't actually fall off or out into the actual water, because there's a chance that there's maybe a slight little mishap somewhere in there. So just make sure that you have some walls in there. Should be pretty easy. Something just like so. And of course, guys, if this wasn't already obvious to you, we are going to do a glitch that's going to flip this all from vertical to horizontal to make sure that everything is actually, horizontal. So yeah, that's why we are building vertical. So guys, we want to build the walls with the same little segmentation, as you can see right here, as we did with the actual floor itself, just so that way if there's one piece that breaks, there's no problem, guys. That's the reason, and that's why that works the way it does. So guys, we're going to just quickly do that, and I'll be back with you all as soon as I've done all of them, on both sides, of course. All right, guys, so now that I've added in the walls, guys, and also something I should mention is that you can make these walls 1 block thin as well. You don't need to have these 3 blocks thick. I just did it 3 blocks thick to kind of make it look nice, chunky. But guys, next up, we're going to actually add in a block that's going to just be a final result, or not like a last resort, okay? This is going to be a block right here that's going to be kind of wide like this, and we're going to make this absolutely the exact length of the actual, thing itself. So guys, as you can see right there, it's the whole length. And guys, this is just a very last resort piece, okay, guys? If something breaks, then this piece will make sure that you don't die. Guys, what we want to make sure of is that this block is actually like 1 block below the actual farm itself. So guys, if we scale this up right here, as you can see right now, it's sticking out. We're going to go 1 in. Now it's totally glitched in. And then we're going to go 1 more in. So that way it's 1 block inwards from the actual floor level, so to say. If your thing is 1 block thick, I mean, then this right here is just enough. Then guys, what we're going to do right now is we're going to save it, and we are going to set up for our first duplication. So this is pretty exciting. We're getting ready to actually do the craziness. All All right, guys. So how we're actually going to set up this dupe is quite simple, guys. We're going to go right here. We're going to go all the way at the end. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks out. Then, guys, we're going to go all the way to the top right here. We're going to go 1 block up. And then once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks out, guys. Then we're going to place a chair facing inward right there. And I'll do that on both ways, of course. And, guys, that is going to be the basic setup for our actual duplication glitch. So, guys, next up, what we're going to do is we're going to actually set up the actual trick, or what do you call it? Like the actual mechanism for duplicating, which is actually quite simple to build. So let me explain it to you guys. What we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves a servo like this, and we're going to place it just like so. So that way there's a little bit of a slight gap in between right here. Then next up, we're actually going to grab ourselves a ladder, and we're going to first place a ladder on top of the chair, and then we're actually going to place a ladder slightly over. Wait, one more up, oop, like that. So that way it's sticking right on top of the actual servo. Then, guys, what we're going to do next up is we're actually going to grab ourselves a, what do you call it? What do you call it? One of these? A pole, and then slightly off the center like this, we're going to place it down, and we're going to make ourselves a little bit of a small loop. That way we can delete the blocks underneath of the chair and make sure that everything is still connected. So we just got to make sure that this goes back into the actual metal piece right here, like that. As you guys can see, it connects from there all the way to the chair. So then we can delete the couple blocks underneath of the chair like so. Then, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to save all of this, and we are officially ready to start duplicating for this AFK farm, guys. I will put a number on screen right now of the amount of times that you're actually going to have to duplicate this. But, guys, we're just going to get started, and I will explain to you how to do your first dupe, because honestly, it's pretty simple. So, guys, like I said, we want to make sure that this is all saved. And, guys, another thing that's actually really important is to make sure that the actual bottom piece right here is anchored off to the wall. You want to make sure that there's a piece of wood or something like that going from that thing into the walls. So that way, once we unanchor all using the new tool, it doesn't just start, you know, randomly fumbling around or anything like that. We want to make sure that it's all secured, okay, boys? Guys, what we're going to do is we're going to sit down on the chair, and then, guys, we're going to grab ourselves a cake like this. We're going to turn off anchor block, turn off rotation, match rotation. We're going to set our movement to 2, and we're going to place the cake in our belly just like that. Then, guys, we're going to delete our chair. We're going to delete the ground, and we're going to select all using our new tool and turn anchored off. And, guys, okay, the old portal fell. That's not a big deal. We can actually just delete the portal. We don't need that anymore. And, guys, what we're going to do is we're actually going to fly this all the way to the actual, what do you call it? To the actual waters? What do you call that area right there? The zones? The stages? That's the word. So, guys, what happens is when you actually get to the stages, what the game does is pretty much, if you start loading in something new, it won't actually delete your old build. And this is how we're actually going to do our duplication. So, guys, it doesn't even matter how many blocks it is that you have. As long as you are able to build this bit right here, you are all good. So, guys, as long as you are past that point right there, like past the waterfall, we should be good. So, guys, if I reload the build right now, load, yes. As you guys can see, this is all still here, but we have an old piece right there. So, guys, using this flight glitch that just got glitched out, actually, we're going to have to restart it. Just got glitched out, guys. It just happens from time to time. It's just what you get, okay, when you're glitching, okay? Sometimes it bugs out. Actually, guys, a little thing that you can actually add in if you want to make sure that it's even less likely to actually bug out is, you know, add another one of these servos right there. Makes it less likely to glitch out. I'm just saying. Actually, no, wait, I'm being an idiot. Gotta place it like this. Yeah, actually, guys, what you can do is if you want to set this up the way I just said and just make it even less likely to glitch out, we're gonna place a block right there next to the ladder, and we're gonna place another servo that goes just like that. So that way, pretty much we are, you know, making it ultra stuck, so to say, and we just want to make sure that that is actually, that servo is connected to that same pole, okay? Now it should be even less likely to glitch out. All right, let me save that new bit. And then once again, I'm just going to do the same thing with the whole cake. And, you know, you get the whole thing. Movement 2. Also, guys, if you want to speed up the actual glitching, you can actually use a pink candy that makes you climb faster, or actually just like individual candies. It makes you go faster pretty much when you're doing this sort of stuff. So yeah, guys, once again, let's load it back in. So now that it's loaded back in, guys, we're going to fly back over to here, guys. And our objective is to sit down in the chair that we previously placed up there. So guys, let's aim this just right. All right, line ourselves up, and we want to climb down and get into the actual chair. Boom! As you guys can see right there, we have a dupe completely done. As you guys can see right there, pretty much the previous piece perfectly connected to the last one. So guys, what we can do right now is we can just select all, actually make sure that it's all, I messed it up. We want to make sure that it's connected to the wall. 1 second, guys, be right back. And there we are back. Guys, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go hit save on our AFK farm. We're not gonna unanchor anything, okay? Don't do that, guys. Then what we're gonna do is, we're gonna just reload it all. As you can see, if we click load now, everything should now be connected. Then, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete the in-between little, what do you call it right there? That way we don't have to do that later. And, guys, we are already ready to actually do our next dupe. So, guys, we're gonna just keep doing that exact same process over and over again. But, guys, now we're gonna dupe to the chair up there. So, guys, that way we're gonna make it longer and longer and longer and longer as we keep on going, guys. I will put the total amount of times that you're gonna have to do this over and over again on screen screen right now to actually get to the end. So yeah, guys, it will be on screen right now. You're gonna do it this many times. I will just figure out how many times I gotta do it just now. So guys, see you all in 1 second. Let's go. By the way, guys, something that I really quickly wanted to mention is because this sometimes ends up breaking for me as well, is that once I'm setting up to actually, you know, do the actual fly glitch, what actually ends up happening is that I kind of glitch out. And I found a way to actually fix that, so I figured I'd tell you guys. So pretty much I do the same thing as I always do. I select all, but I deselect one part. You can do that by holding control. You click unanchored on everything except the one thing, and then you also anchor off that one block, and that way it doesn't all glitch you out ever. So guys, I'm on my final dupe now. Let's go, man. This thing is getting big. All right, guys, so I'm currently at my final dupe, guys. There's a total of 7 dupes that you have to do to make your way all the way to the end, guys. But I couldn't actually, I mean, I might be able to do now, but yeah, I can't actually use the rotation anymore right now. For some reason, I am not able to. So guys, the way I'm actually going to do this final dupe is I pretty much just used what do you call it right there? A jet. So that way, when I actually flew all the way to the other side, and then I used the jet to fly back here, I climbed all the way up and I got over here. And then using this jet right now, or actually using just spacebar, I can fly into this portal. And then guys, as you can see right there, there's a portal on the final chair. So that way I'm going to get teleported onto the final chair. It for some reason didn't work. Let's try it again. Sometimes it might be a little bit too laggy. There you go. There it happened. And as you guys can see right there, if I now save this right here, save AFK farm. Yes, we have our entire duplication completed, which is incredible. Yes, that is the most time-consuming and crazy part of this all, guys. As you can see right there, we have this entire thing fully set up, guys. I'm gonna have to reload it because, I mean, obviously, just gotta reload it. But yeah, boys, there it is. So, guys, the way we're actually gonna make sure that everything is set up properly is that we are going to do, we're gonna flip everything, and then we can actually figure out how much we have to delete, because, guys, we've actually probably built a little bit too much. It's either you gotta go too much or you're gonna have too little. So we're gonna have to go too much and then manually delete a little bit. There's an easy method, Stooping says. What is it, my friend? All right, so guys, apparently there's an easier way to do this, and that's actually using a red jet. So apparently, if you use a red jet that's facing upwards, apparently exactly when the jet runs out, you have reached the point where you need to be at. Guys, what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna build ourselves a little bit of a minuscule little plane to actually do this. So yeah, jet pointing upwards. I mean, as long as Snoop is right, this should work. Guys, as you can see, we have a little bit of a plane right here. So what we're gonna do right here is we're actually gonna make sure that we are wearing a jetpack, just in case when we actually run out, we'll just jump out and then we know the exact height. So what I'm gonna do, I made this piece anchored. So as soon as I unanchor this and press F, we should start going up, and we should be able to figure out the exact height of which we need to make our thing and where we got to start deleting things. So guys, we're going up, we're not touching any buttons, and what that should do, perfectly straight go up. You know what? This actually looks really promising. I didn't know that this is actually a thing. Apparently this is like one of the most like known, like it's not the most known, but this is like apparently a trick that is known by a couple people. I didn't know this.
I knew about it.
Says Dino Dude. Idiot. What are you guys all making fun of me? Huh? Guys, here we actually have the last dupe that we did. I mean, I still have to clean that up a little bit. You don't have to, but I mean, it's just nice to clean up.
Make it all nice, looking nice and clean.
So I think we should run out soon. I think we should have maybe like a little bit left. We just want to make sure that we get it as soon as we run out. So 3, 2, 1. Still going? We're still going? Okay, we're out. Okay, so guys, we're gonna jump out right here. And oh my god, me and Snoop reached the exact same height. So guys, what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna delete the top pole, this platform, and that right there. So guys, as you guys can see right here, once I delete all of these things, what should just happen, and also this pole right here, what should happen is everything should be able to fall out of the world. So the easiest way to, I think, make it fall out of the world is using a jet. So I'm just gonna use a jet and just make it plummet out of the world. So and there, everything goes. There you go, guys. We do not need that anymore. And then we also gotta delete this, actually. Actually, we can use the same trick with a jet. So guys, now that all of that is cleaned up, this right here is gonna be the end. We know this for sure. Actually, what I'm gonna do next up real quick is actually delete the final dupe that I have left. It's not really super necessary, but I'm gonna do it just because it will look nice. All right, guys, so I've actually cleaned up all of the junk that was down there. So guys, what I'm gonna do right now that I've pretty much got everything exactly how I want it to be, I'm gonna save everything. And guys, there's actually one thing that I want to quickly explain. Save this first before I do anything. Guys, there's this thing in Build-A-Boat that's called save corruption. And this is something that Chillthrow literally cannot fix, guys. As you, for example, look right here, this piece and this piece right there, if we get a very deep zoom in, you can see that those are actually not fully connected. But guys, if I would, for example, for some reason go in here and on like the halfway point place a block, oh, these are just disconnected. Okay, this is just broken. All right, well guys, what we're actually gonna have to do, if you see this in your farm, sometimes you don't have this happen, sometimes you do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna place blocks like that are gonna be halfway inside of every one of them. And sadly, there is a chance that we're gonna have to do this for every single one of them, guys. So we're gonna go, oh, there you go. Sometimes it does that. We want to to make sure it doesn't do that. So if it does that, be careful. But yeah, we want to not have it do that. That is safe corruption there, guys. Perfect example of it. So guys, let me just do this for every single one of them, and then we will be right back. All right, guys, so I've now currently added one of these things onto every single one of these blocks right here, guys. This is something that you're going to have to kind of custom do for you per person. You might not even have to do it all, guys. This is super annoying and super kind of like random. So yeah, actually, wait, Snoop, good call. I should probably save. But yeah, guys, we're going to now have to go all the way to the top, guys. And actually, we're going to place a portal up there. So next time we go up, we don't have to fly all the way up again. But yeah, guys, as you can see right here, at some point, there's like literally 0.2 of a block, like straight up, like in between right there, which is crazy. That's just the game that just randomly decided to like, okay, let me just move that over there real quick. Whatever. Okay. But yeah, we should have that all fixed now. All right. And we're at the top now. Awesome. Okay. So what we're going to do next up, guys, is we're actually going to build ourselves a little bit of a tunnel into another portal. So guys, we're going to pretty much do the same thing as we did down there. It's nothing too complicated. I'm actually going to use a block that I haven't already used before. So that way everything, actually, I'm going to use 45-degree angle right here. Doesn't really matter too much, but we just want to make sure that we actually end up around the middle. So actually, let's place the block in the middle so we can actually make sure that this... Oh, place an anchor block. Make sure to use anchor block, boys. Then we're going to make this go all the way over to there and then up to there and nice and thick. Then we're going to shorten it and then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. And we're going to bring these things back together until we have about the size of a portal in between. And then we're going to place a portal in between here in which the player is going to go and, teleport. This portal, we'll make it pink. Let's just make this a pink portal, okay? So guys, using this pink portal, we're going to actually make sure that we can actually end up going all the way to the actual chest, guys, but that's going to be the final step. So this should be everything done right here. So guys, what we can actually do now is we can actually hop down, go look at our entire farm right here, guys. We are very close to being done. And guys, we are now getting into one of the most exciting parts, which is actually going to be the actual movement. Okay, we are now getting onto the movement, which is actually really super exciting because this is actually one of the more fun glitches in the game. So guys, let me save everything. There we go. So guys, there's actually a couple of very small little tweaks that we still have to make before we do anything that I forgot to do yet, which is actually we got to place ourselves a portal that is on the thing right there. I guess we want to just place this a little ways up. We don't have to make this perfect. And preferably we actually place it in the center. Let's make sure that we place it in the center. So it's actually off the center right now. So let's fix that. Guys, what's pretty much going to happen is that as soon as we teleport, we're pretty much going to be on the actual grinder. And that's pretty much how we're going to start, guys. We're not going to have some crazy ramp. It's going to pull us up and do all this crazy stuff. We're just going to teleport onto there because that's honestly 10 times easier. So guys, if we go through here, we should end up there. Perfect. Then guys, another thing that we actually really quickly have to do, guys, we have to add in a pole that pretty much anchors off the actual grinder itself, this part right here, to the actual wall. So guys, I'm going to add in a little pole right there, then a pole that goes down into the actual wall. Okay, then guys, I can actually paint this and the previous pole. Want to make sure that we have two poles in there, of course, one for the bottom piece, one for the top piece. We want to make sure that we keep those anchored. So guys, what we're going to do right now is we're going to select all and we're going to deselect a couple things, guys. So we're going to actually deselect the red thing right there because we want to make sure that is anchored. Then guys, we're going to deselect the poles. Oh, actually, I misclicked and everything got unselected. We're going to deselect those pieces and the pink piece right there. And then what we're going to do next up, guys, actually also, let me make sure that the chairs stay anchored. Select those. We're going to unanchor all of this stuff, okay? Now, guys, we are going to save this and we are ready to finally set up our movement grind or our conveyor. Save it. All right, guys, so now we are officially able to get ready and set up our movement. So what we're going to do right here, guys, it's actually very, very simple. It's not nearly as complicated as you might think it is. So guys, the way this works, let me just explain the actual logic behind it, is that these parts are going to be moving, okay? And once they are moving, we are going to anchor them off. And as soon as they anchor off, their actual movement speed is actually not going to update. So guys, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to select the pink block right here. I'm going to unanchor it. And then guys, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to, with using my actual controllable chair right here, going to activate the actual thruster. And then I'm going to anchor it off again, which is going to make, all the movement speed safe. So guys, just to explain that, I want to stop it right around there, guys. We're right around there, okay? Just eyeball it. Don't do it. You don't have to be perfect, guys. So I'm going to press F and then hit anchor. So 3, 2, 1, go. And I think that should do. Snoopingus, can I get the confirmation that we are good? As you guys can see right here, we are moving at a good speed. So guys, that means that we've done everything right. You're not moving on there. It's gone all wrong. And guys, what we're going to do next up, actually, is we're going to select the yellow piece right here. We're going to also anchor that off. Then we can actually delete the bottom piece and the thruster. And guys, something that is super important is that you cannot place a single block on top of these, or it will not work, okay? You cannot place blocks on this, otherwise it's gonna all mess up, okay? So guys, what we're gonna do next up is we're actually gonna set up the actual things itself. So guys, I'm actually gonna delete this pole right there, which should be, shouldn't be a big deal because we still have it anchored off right here. Then we're gonna go right here and we're gonna push this thing over the actual spawns, guys. Then guys, what we're gonna do without placing blocks, only skill tool, we're gonna skill this piece into the actual farm itself. So guys, we're gonna move this all over and we're gonna get this inside of the actual wood right here. And what that should do, if we delete this stuff right here, if we delete it from the actual, if we remove the actual pieces though right there, this should now be a movement block as well. Yes! So guys, if I would, for example, right, reset character right now, if you'd want to test it, you can. As soon as I spawn in, I should get pretty much instantly moved to the actual portal. And as you guys can see, that is exactly what happened. And I got teleported to the portal. Then I'm actually going to quickly delete all of the pistons right here because we don't need those anymore as of right now. Then guys, what we're going to do next up is we're going to actually do the flip, which is, this is a big deal, okay? This is where things get very serious and very fun. So what we're going to do right here, guys, is we're going to place a chair in the middle, of course. Boom. Then what we're also going to do, guys, is we're going to place a little bit of a small floor right here for us to walk on. And then, guys, what we're going to do next up is we're actually going to place a chair facing downward. So that what's going to happen, guys, is as soon as we actually go sit in the other chair, what's going to happen is pretty much the whole build is going to flip. Boom. All right, so, guys, what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to go sit down in the actual chair right here, and we're going to place a cake in our belly. And another thing that we actually want to make sure of is that we are actually connected to the actual thing itself. So, guys, we're going to place a block in between here right as well, like that, and that should be perfect. So, guys, what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to delete this pole right here. Boom. And I accidentally make the cake anchored, so I'm actually going to unanchor that as well. Unanchor these two, and what should happen is we should fall down, guys. What I'm going to do next up is I'm going to walk backwards, sit down, and as you can see, this entire thing is now horizontal, okay? What I'm going to do next up, guys, while I'm sitting down, I'm going to grab my skill tool, and I'm going to skill the yellow part into that pole down there, and what that should do is, as you can see, Stooping is already going. That should turn this entire thing into an actual AFK farm. I can delete the cake now. I can delete all of this stuff, and we are ready to go. We have an AFK farm on our hands, guys. There's only one minuscule little step missing, but this is pretty exciting, boys. So as you guys can see right here, oh, we actually glitched out and went through, which is all right. Not a big deal. I think I actually made the thing a little bit maybe too fast. So, if you want to make it go slower, guys, just anchor it off sooner. Yeah, I'm in the portal now, and we're just going through. We're just blazing through there, boys. And as you can see, we are going through all of the stages perfectly. Everything is looking perfect. And as you guys can see, in some places, there actually is a little bit of, stuff missing, but because we have put all of the all of the measures that we have put in place, everything is still perfect. We're all good. Then we're going to end up right here, and we're going to die. Guys, the reason we die is because we haven't yet set up the final portal. Guys, that is what we are going to do right now. Before we actually continue, oh my god, no way. There's no way to get out. We can't. Guys, like I said, you cannot place a single block anymore, or things are going to get all messed up and stuff. So we're going to have to somehow get out of this thing the hard way. I think we can skill blocks. So let me actually skill this block down right here. Oh, but it's outside of the build plot, so we can't. Well, for now, I can actually delete the portal. It's not the end of the world. I can just replace it on the actual grass, okay? The portal doesn't need to have movement. Guys, the way you're actually going to get this final bit set up, okay, is by actually flying a portal, a pink portal specifically, because that's the one that's at the end, to the end, and we're going to want to make sure that we actually land this right on top of the actual golden chest, so that as soon as we, get there, I mean, we just instantly, make it. So, guys, we actually want to connect all of this stuff to the actual chair. Let's make sure that it's all unanchored. Boom. And let's fly the actual thing to the end. Dude, I cannot believe that I actually did a tutorial on all of this stuff, guys. This is considered one of the, if not the most complicated glitch in all of Build-A-Boat ever. I mean, I've never actually attempted to even do a tutorial on this stuff. This has been a, 2-hour-long build? 3-hour long? No, we're almost at 4 hours, right? It's crazy, boys. Let me just tell you that, okay? So, yeah, I mean, just know that I put in the effort, okay? 5-hour build, boys. So, yeah, guys, once we get right here, what we're going to have to do, guys, it's actually not that complicated. We just want to make sure that we actually select our portal with the new tool, and we pretty much want to fly into the actual chest right here, and then as soon as we reach the actual chest, we want to just anchor it all off. So we can actually very slowly take steps towards it by anchoring it on and off. So we're almost there. Snooping, as this old portal is actually kind of in the way, but that's fine. All right, I'm being a bit of an idiot. I was being an idiot. I'm being an idiot, okay? You got to just get this thing on top of the actual chest. Come on. Dupe, what is the best way to do this? I feel like I'm doing this the wrong way. I messed it up. Dang it. What? How did you do that? Oh, you just painted yours pink. Well, that doesn't count, Snoop. Oh, you did it with a fly glitch, didn't you? Oh, yeah. So we got to actually use a fly glitch, guys. Oops. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Guys, the way you set up a fly glitch, once again, it's very simple, very easy. I'm just going to build a little bit of a platform. We're actually going to do this in unanchor mode, just so that way we don't have to unanchor it later, okay? Place down a chair facing away. I mean, we've done this before, guys, earlier. Then once again, we're going to place a servo ladder. Then, guys, at the end of this thing right here, we're actually going to place ourselves the portal that we're going to have to fly to the end. Boom, there you go. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm actually going to the end now. It's too good. All right, guys. Well, I don't mind getting a little bit of free gold. You know what I mean? By the way, guys, like I said, if this thing is going a little bit too fast, you can redo the actual, whatchamacallit, and, fix it up that way if things are messed up. But yeah, let me paint this thing pink right there. Perfect. Then I think we are almost, well, yeah, we are all ready to go now. So all I have to do is I have to hop onto here, place myself a chair, and then I'm actually also going to get myself a pink candy to speed this all up. Boom. Jump. Delete the block down there. I think I accidentally made this one block here anchored, so let me unanchor that. And we're ready to fly now. So guys, I'm going to fly this thing all the way to the end. Oh my God, for some reason I cannot. No, I accidentally deleted something I didn't need to delete. Oh, I got to set it all up again. Ah! Okay, guys, let me get back to the step where I was. 1 second. Ah! All right, guys, I'm back at where I started. I fixed the mess up, and I am ready to actually do this. So, guys, for some reason, our actual, thing right here cannot turn. So, the way we're actually going to have to fly it is using planes. So, yeah, kind of weird, but should still do the trick, I think. So, yeah, guys, sometimes if, the game gets super weird and laggy or whatever the heck it might be, it's kind of random. You just become unable to actually turn your AFK glitches. As you can see right here, I'm, or not AFK glitches, your actual flying machine. So, as you can see right here, I cannot do anything about this, but it's all right. I mean, easy fix, right? We can just move left this way and right this way and the other way this way. Easy clap. So, guys, let me fly to the end. I'll be back with you guys in 1 second. By the way, guys, if you think that this is a long setup, guys, keep in mind that you can go AFK on this thing and keep producing gold for multiple hours at a time. You can get to the end probably a couple hundred times with setting this up one time. So it's probably worth it. All right. So, guys, as you can see right here, I'm all the way at the end. So what I do right now is I'm actually going to have to get this thing, the actual portal, right on top of the actual chest. There's going to be a little bit of finagling around, but it should not be anything too crazy difficult. Climb down. And all we need to do now is to get this thing actually onto the chest. I mean, maybe if I would restart the server right now, I wouldn't even need to use the actual, what do you call it? The jets. But hey, I mean, in this case, I do. So I might as well just deal with it, you know? All right, slightly go to the side, back a little bit. I mean, we are literally about to be there. A little bit back. Oh, I made it to go too far that way. Oh, too far again. Okay, it is kind of hard to get right using this. Right, we're almost there. We're so close. All right, a little bit down. Couple jumps. Guys, I think that should do, right? Snoop, can we get the confirmation? A little further. Ah! Okay, we got to go a little bit this way. We got to go more. Okay, that's all right. That's an easy fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. Okay, we actually lost one of our things. So, I mean, hey, this is one of... I think I messed it up again, didn't I? Okay, try once more. Once more. We got one more attempt in here. We lost one of our things. No, no! Oh, he said good enough, and I just went back in. Oh, now I messed it up! I'm losing my mind. Keep in mind, guys, that I'm also currently doing this all 5 hours in a row, so I'm, slowly losing my mind. And there it all goes. Nah. Well, guys, apparently you can also just attach a portal to your jetpack or wings and just fly your way to the actual chest. Apparently this is 10 times easier. We just thought of this. So yeah, I mean, hey, you just want to make sure that you jump over the actual final portal. Otherwise, you're going to glitch yourself out really bad. Okay, so we got to go over this part right here, and we got to get shot over there. And I'm pretty sure we should now very easily be able to get this in place. Guys, as you can see, I can literally now just walk around with the actual portal without the game wanting to delete everything, which is pretty nice. It's a lot simpler. So we got to just slightly get this right above the portal right there and anchor it off. And I think with that, we should be good. So actually, I can reset character now. And guys, I think with that, our entire AFK thing is done. Yes. Well, in this case, we actually died just there because sometimes it glitches out a little bit. Wait, how is Dino able to stand on top of there? Did the movement die? Please tell me it did not. All right, guys, we're on the AFK grinder. Ooga chugga. Let's go.
Give me the gold, baby. I've really worked for this one. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. We're going. Oh, this feels great. So yeah, guys, definitely use that trick with the wings or the jetpack flying to the end and all of that stuff because it makes everything 10 million times easier. But guys, as you can see right here, we are at the end and we went too fast and it didn't teleport us. Or wait, did I mess up the color of pink? I think I might have painted it the wrong color. Lol. Here, let me actually paint this thing right now. Make sure it's the right color. And it still didn't teleport me? What? Why? So guys, we are probably thinking that it's because we've spent like 10 hours in this server right now. Well, actually more like 5 hours in this server. That is actually too laggy to actually teleport us. So guys, just imagine it teleports us. I mean, we all know how a portal works. It would just teleport us into the actual thing right there. Yeah, guys, that is the whole tutorial done, though, guys. I hope you all had a fun time with us today. I definitely did not, because it's now 4 in the morning, and I'm honestly ready to get to bed, boys. I hope you all had a fun time with us today, guys. If you haven't already, guys, please go to Snipigaz's YouTube channel, guys. Right down there, if there's any little detail that you've missed. I mean, honestly, he goes maybe even more in depth than I did, which is crazy to think. But yeah, guys, I hope you had a fun time with me today. I'll see you later.
Bye.